Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm, and welcome to Make It March. I am so excited about this. Make It March is a collaboration, a new collaboration organized by Leisa at SuttonsDaze. And for those of you that watched Canuary, and there's a lot of you, one of the questions we're asked constantly is, what do you do with your foods after you can it? You know, once you have them in a jar, how do you use them? So this collaboration is going to show how we use our canned foods at home. My oven's preheating to 350. And I use them every day, from jams to pickles to relishes to sauces to everything. I just use my stuff every day. But I'm going to show you some recipes this month. Saturday's my day, and I'm going to show you 4 different recipes that I use my canned foods for. And Lisa's organized this with some amazing channels. I'll have them all below. Every day in March, you'll get a brand new recipe to use with what you can. And it will inspire you to can different items and inspire you to use your canned goods in different ways. So I'm really excited to see what everyone comes up with. There's some very creative people that are part of this collaboration. And there's going to be a drawing. You watch all the videos, you comment on the videos, and then on March 31st, Lisa's giving away a 32-quart Presto canner. And you can see, there's mine right there. Because I've been doing some winter canning. That Presto canner is the best investment I have made in a long time. And I know anyone would be really happy to win that. But that's not all. ForJars, our favorite canning lid company, is also having some prizes. They're giving away 2 different baskets with Visa gift cards and other goodies in it. One with a $100 card, one with 50. So that's amazing prizes. And so you're going to want to comment on every video. And what I decided to do is use what I did for my Canuary video. I made black bean soup, and I love this stuff. I have 3 jars left, so I'm going to be making more. And for those of you that didn't see this video, I will have it linked down below for your convenience. Today, I am going to make enchiladas. I'm going to add my ugly pork. And it's ugly, but it is my favorite. This stuff, I love ugly chicken, but ugly pork is, it melts in your mouth. It makes the best pulled pork. So what I'm going to make is black bean and pork enchiladas. And I'll show you how I use both things. Use all parts of the soup in this recipe. I'm also going to make some rice. And in my rice, I'm going to put some of my home canned salsa. So I'm going to have salsa rice to go with the enchiladas. So let's get cooking. First, I'm going to put the salsa rice on. And I'm just making it according to the directions of the rice I'm using, which is bulk minute rice from our Mennonite store. And it calls for 2 cups of liquid. So I put 1 cup of water. And then I'm going to put 1 cup of the salsa. And you can use store-bought salsa. Stir this together. And I'm going to put it on and bring it to a boil. I'm going to open up a jar of pork. This is just plain pork, ugly pork. I'm going to put it into this container. You can use a bowl. And I want to heat it up so I can strain off the liquid, because this would be too saucy inside the burrito. I'm going to drain the liquid off. And I'll use this, even if it's just for the dog's food. I will use this later on. Here is the meat. And it's real tender. It just flakes apart. I'm going to put that in this bowl. And next I'm going to take the black bean soup. And once again, I don't want all the liquid, but I'm going to use the liquid for the sauce. So strain out what I can. I'm going to add the bean soup to the pork. I'm going to break apart some of the big chunks, but I don't want it totally shredded. And this, with some cheese, will be the filling for our enchiladas. I am going to add just a sprinkle of garlic, some smoked paprika, you can add cumin, chili powder, anything else you wanted, but I kind of just wanted these flavors and the flavors that were already in the soup. I'm going to add a small can of enchilada sauce to the liquid from the soup. I'm going to put about 3/4 in. I might not need it all. I'm going to put a little bit in the bottom of this baking dish just to keep the enchiladas from sticking. I will put this aside. I have some flour tortillas. You can use corn, whatever your family prefers. I have shredded cheese, and I rinsed it some so that it melts better. Usually I shred my own. So just takes a couple spoons of the filling and put down the middle, then add some cheese, and roll it and place it seam side down in the pan. I am notorious for putting too much filling in. If your tortillas aren't pliable, you can put them in the microwave for a few seconds to soften them up. You can make this with pork and pinto beans, refried beans. And this will be the last one. Not as full, but now we're going to take the sauce and pour over the top. Put this extra cheese on top, and I will add more at the end too. Take foil. Ellie reacts that way to foil every time. Okay, I'm going to stick this in the oven at 350 for about 20-25 minutes, and I'll bring you back. The water and salsa came to a boil, so I'm going to add 1 cup of the rice. Give it a stir. And 1 stir, it says. Follow the directions for your rice. It's come to a boil. I'm going to turn it down to a simmer and put the lid on for 15 minutes. I like my enchiladas cheesy, so I'm going to shred up some more cheese to go on top. And if you had wanted more spice, you could add jalapenos inside the enchiladas. You could add cayenne, you could add green chilies. I just went with the flavors of the soup and added a little bit extra to make it quick after work. It is snowing like crazy here right now. It was supposed to be snowing all day, and it was, but it was light. But we're making up for lost time now. The timer went off for the rice. I am going to just take it off the burner and let it set for 5 minutes, and then I will fluff it. I will season it with some salt if I feel it needs it. Put the extra cheese on top, and then put it back in without the foil to kind of crisp up the edges of the tortillas. And I don't really measure this at all. It's just how much cheese I am feeling. If you have black olives, you can put black olives on top. I don't have any black olives. Put this back in. It'll probably take maybe 10 minutes. Here is the rice. I'm gonna just give it a stir. Fluff it up. Here they are out of the oven. There we go. Missed some of the end there. So there is one of the enchiladas. Scoop of the rice. I went and grabbed cowboy candy. I love cowboy candy. This batch wasn't real spicy though. It was a little disappointing, but it has really good flavor. So I'm gonna put a few on top of my enchilada. I'm gonna put, whoop, made a mess there, a little bit of chopped lettuce. And I like something creamy on it. Sometimes I use Greek yogurt, sometimes I use ranch dressing, and today it's going to be some sour cream. See, I'm not a chef. They would get that all cleaned off. So here it is. We used a jar of pork, a jar of black bean soup, part of a jar of salsa, and we opened up cowboy candy. So 4 different jars. And here we go. Try to see if you can see inside. There's beans, there's meat,
the cheese, and it all mixes together and is so good. Let's get a bite with cowboy candy and some rice. Cowboy candy is great on it. You can also put chopped green onions, black olives, diced tomatoes. You could add more salsa. I want to thank Leisa for organizing this whole collaboration and for inviting me to be a part of it. And make sure to watch all the channels and go back to January and rewatch some of those videos for inspiration. I will have my bean soup recipe linked below. And make sure to watch every video, comment on every video, and tune in on March 31st to SuttonsDaze. So let's go make it March. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, I do canning and vintage recipes and baking and just life here at Pike Creek Farm. Subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. And if you want to like this video, that's great too. Thank you so much for stopping by. See you next time at Pike Creek Farm.